Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in to my rookie walkthrough video for the 4th anniversary tournament. In this video, I will walk you through the shots that I'll use and definitely some of the possible alternatives. Do take note that some of the footage you see is from my very earliest days of playing Golf Clash, so some of the shots are not the absolute, but I'm going to talk you through everything that I've done right and everything that I've done wrong so that we can be as prepared as possible for the tournament, and also be extra aware that you need to play these holes, these courses, according to your clubs, your balls, and your skill level. So if you're excited like I am, let's get into it. Welcome to hole number 1. Here we're starting off with a par 4. Now, you can play left, you can play right. I find the left side to be a little more difficult for me. Just because of the experiences that I've had. However, whatever works for you. I'm going to show you the right-hand side here. So basically, you can bring any ball you like. You know, I've got a Marlin here, but you could use something with more wind resistance or power, whatever floats your boat. I'm setting it up with max top, max left spin. Now, I set it up with the yellow ring kind of near the rough there. I would say to bring it back just slightly so that you've kind of got the red ring there. You'll see here once we hit it that reasonably strong wind kind of gives it a little bit of an extra push. So just take note of the wind conditions. That is the theme of playing any of these tournaments. So yeah, a little skip there, but we've got a good roll. You get about the same playing it. You could even bring a big topper here. Ideally, just get it down here a little over 300 yards, and we'll set ourselves up with a backbone or any other long iron rough bump. I'm playing this one here at 10% medium distance. Check your club distance, see where you're at. You can use my 306 as a bit of a guideline. But basically here, I'm setting it up with the top of the yellow ring touching the top of the rough here in a crosswind. And you're going to basically use the spin to the pin so that you have, you know, just a nice chance to sink it. Clean adjustment. It's always what you want to do. Good luck here. Always want to hit that perfect. This would be a nice way to start off the tournament. Getting a boom, getting things going in the right direction. Hole number 2 here, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways to play. First way, very conservative. We've got a minimum distance wood club here. I'm going to play this shot at 10% minimum distance. Give it a couple of bars of backspin. As you can see, I'm in tailwind, so, you know, it's a low tailwind, obviously 1.1. So, of course, if this was stronger, you might want to use a couple of bars. The idea here is that you just find a little spot between those bunkers, or using more backspin, you can play it just up above this right bunker with a bit more left spin. You know, there's a couple of different ways you can approach this one. But, I mean, I'm fine with this shot here. It would be more difficult if you have to pull down into the bunker. So I'd say pick your bounce up shot accordingly. You know, whatever is going to work for you to not have to adjust in the bunker. Bounce it up right at the hole. You got a chance. This one can go. Second way to play hole number 2, and this is the way that I have on my note sheet. 10% medium distance, max left. So you've got to go 2.2 bars of top spin. Now you see on the bottom set of bushes here, the top bush. Just look where that landing position is. Check that landing position. And you're going to, like I said, 10% medium distance here with the sniper and a katana. You definitely could play a kingmaker here. You do want those 3 bars of left spin. And just a nice clean down the hill adjustment. This one here is such a beautiful shot. I learned this from the community. I can't remember the person who, but in my stream, some beautiful souls. Just a little skip past the bunker. Let's get this one in the hole. Welcome to hole number 3. You know, here I'm coming in with the extra mile and a Titan ball. Definitely, you know, you could consider the kingmaker for the second shot. I do think having a good amount of side spin to work with really could be helpful. And you'll see in my second shot what I mean. Now, I'm playing maximum left spin on the drive here, but only 1 bar of top spin in this wind. Now, again, you know, there's definitely a good power shot that you could play here. There's many ways that you can approach this drive, but just be careful. Whatever you do, after you bounce over this water, don't put too much topspin on, because you can end up very easily in the rough on the other side here. You see it's not a super long landing spot, so just be careful that you don't end up over there. Much better to leave yourself a shot than none at all. Now, second shot here, I played the drive 10%, and playing this one 10% as well, and you see I've got the horizon. Now, this was a long time ago, guys. So basically, I'm just trying to play the spin to the pin here, and I'm having a hard time because there's not quite enough left spin. So this is where I say using something like a Kingmaker might really be helpful. And again, a little bit longer drive can give you, a little bit easier second shot here. Ultimately, in rookie anyway, my goal here is just going to play for a safe eagle basically every time. These par 5s in this tournament are quite difficult, I think, especially for lower level clubs. But you see here, not the greatest result, but the idea is that we can get that one in. Hole number 4, this par 3 has a really, I would call it a dangerous green. It sort of slopes on all sides, so that you need to be careful that you're going to land up on the middle of the green and hopefully in the hole. 20% maximum is what I adjust here when I finally get my butt around to taking this shot, because for whatever reason I was, I guess, thinking about it. And, depending on the wind here, you're going to use about 0 to 2 bars of backspin. So playing it with a wood club, such as a Viper, obviously a Sniper, going to be a good choice here. Be really careful with this shot. You can find yourself rolling off the green quite easily. But as you can see, 1 bar of backspin here. Just a nice clean adjustment at 20% max. And you're going to give yourself a chance to drop this one. Hole number 5, we have a par 4 here that I think is an excellent chance for eagle. I'm setting it up here with a Kingmaker and a quarterback. However, you could definitely play Katana here. And depending on the wind, you could probably get away with a Quasar for that matter. Max top, max right, and you'll see here after adjusting. And now don't put your yellow ring too close to the side. Set it up with the red or the blue, touching the right rough. And I'm giving it maximum right curl here with 0 overpower. If there's a headwind here, we may need to overpower this a little bit to get it over. But you know what? Just bounce it up and over this nice big sloping fairway. Will catch that ball as long as it doesn't go too far. And you set yourself up a very direct shot to this green. Now, this second shot here, I was listening to my audio from the stream that I played this. And I mean, look at that account. It's been a long time. This one, I played this at 0% into this wind. So take that for what it is. I'm giving it like 1 bar of backspin. Depending here, you might go 2 to 3, in a tailwind. Set it up directly at the hole here. I like to use the Thorn for this shot, but whatever short iron works for you. I have nothing against the Hornet or, what is it? I can't even think of it. The Kingfisher or whatever club. It's all good. Just play what works for you. Just make sure to hit perfect. To me, hole number 6 here is the kind of par 5 that plays much more difficultly with lower level clubs. So as you can see with this low level extra mile, and I've got a Titan ball here, I'm giving it maximum topspin, adjusting this shot at 10%, and giving it max OP. The idea here, if you've got the wind for it, is we want to get over this bunker. I do understand in a strong headwind, we may have to lay it up there. At that point, it might be really difficult even to get an eagle if you've got low level clubs. So do the best. Try to bring a power 5 ball if you have to in that situation. But, we're going to play our best here. Second shot, getting trolled by my opponent here. We're going to go about 4 bars of topspin, maximum right spin. This is where, a Kingmaker could be helpful just to get that little spin, but I don't think it's necessary whatsoever. Adjusting the shot at 0% here. We've got the red ring, cutting the rough. Just the idea is we're going to get this one green side, maybe to the fringe. So, maximum right curl here. No need for much overpower, if any at all. And try to hit perfect. Do the best you can. And this one here is going to bring us in really nicely. Safe and sound. Just for, I would call this a beautiful end bringer range or whatever wedge you like to play. I prefer the end bringer because, of course, Jared A's end bringer rule. So in this example, I'm just eyeballing it before I knew about that awesome technique. But really, this to me should be an eagle, 99% of the time. If you play it safe, play it smart. And, we're just going to move on to the next hole and wish you the best here on the par 5s. Hole number 7, this is our final par 3 of the tournament. You see me playing here with a Titan ball. I do believe this is because I came from, a par 5, from a shootout. But into a headwind, it's not necessarily a bad thing if you need to do that, so don't worry about that. Play with your favorite wood club, such as a sniper. This one I'm adjusting at 20% in medium or mid distance. And that ball guide, I don't know if you noticed, back up the video if you need to double check the landing position and ball guide. It was about 3 to 4 squares through the pin in headwind, of course. If you have tailwind here, I would say we're going to play this one spin to pin, just to be careful. But this one, I love this hole. Great chance for a drop. Good luck, guys. Hole number 8, this par 4, you can bring basically any ball. Basically, I'm playing it with the basic here and a quarterback. However, upon review of my play, I do think that the play for me here in the real world would be to use something a little bit more safe. You know, something like a Thor's Hammer or an extra mile, and try not to have to use any of this overpower. I don't know what I was thinking, but ultimately, this is the route on the left-hand side of the rock here for me. And this is a really good final landing position of the ball. Just safely up the fairway. We can check the distance here. You know, a little bit, 3 1/4, not a bad place to be, because then we're going to come in with our second shot. Ignore the club, bring yourself a Viper or a Sniper, and I do think here this is where having like, you know, a Navigator ball, or maybe a little like a Katana, I don't know, Navigator's probably good, just to have a little bit of wind resistance for this second shot. I'm playing this at 20% maximum distance for this rough bump. Nice, big, juicy piece of rough here to work with. I can't see any reason not to use it. I'm going to play spin to pin here. Probably going to use, you know, top of the yellow ring, touch of the rough. And as you can see here, a little fun chat from the good old days. But this is a chance for all of us. I'm just going to read it. It's all in good fun. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's true. Hole 9, I'm going to show you 2 completely different sets of clubs to achieve a very similar outcome. Here, if you've got one of those Apoc level 1s hanging out in your bag, I thought, hey, come on, let's show a place that we can use it. Great proof your drive here a little bit at that red ring, half cutting the rough. Setting this one up with about 3 bars of topspin and a maximum left spin. Adjusting the shot for 10% maximum distance. And you're going to see here that I'm going to give it maximum left curl, but use 0 overpower. We do not want to end up in the rough. So a Kingmaker ball is not necessary, however helpful. You know, I would say at the minimum, just to bring a Titan ball, just so you can reach on your second shot. But I think Kingmaker's nice here because of that left spin. Maybe just go 2.5 topspin, depending on the wind. But sets us up nicely here. Now, for this example, you're going to see me playing with a Horizon. We're going to end up with a nice rough bump. Maximum distance, and ultimately we settle on 4.8 bars of topspin, 2.5 bars of right spin, ultimately spin to pin. And now I would say to just favor the right side of this cup. You know, even in this left to right wind, it just seems the way the ball bounces off this hill and the way the slope of the green is, or the undulations of the green. I always find that I've missed on the left side more than the right in reviewing my previous footage on the hole. So just something to keep in mind, maybe to incorporate into our play in the tournament. But as you'll just sort of see, this Horizon shot is really lovely. Boom! Get a great roll. Beautiful, beautiful camera angle. Just a bit outside. Ooh, okay, all right. Next example. This one here, a little bit of something for everyone. I've got the quarterback, and we are still using the Kingmaker ball. That left spin here really is invaluable. But with the quarterback, max top spin, max left spin, and you can see, again, I'm setting it up with the red ring, carefully cutting the left rough, because we do not want to hit the rough here. There's absolutely no reason. This is a very, very makeable eagle and a really, really good albatross chance. So giving it that same max left curl, no overpower, just bounce it up way over that fairway rough. And you see we're bouncing it up nicely on the second fairway to set ourselves up, in this case, for a sniper shot. Now, because of the lower level clubs on this account, I couldn't reach to the rough bump spot. So we're just going to bounce it over. And in the bounce over play, I end up using 2 bars of topspin and 2 bars of right spin. There it is, 2 top, 2 right. And just, you know, lining it up, trying to just sort of visualize that ball guide, second bounce just before the green. And the blue ring is cutting the rough. This one I adjust at 10% max as well. I think this is, you know, for a level 5 sniper or a low level Viper, this is the way you're going to end up playing the shot. But like I said, a little something for everyone. on my rookie account, this is most likely how I'll end up playing it. And then, you know, on a higher level account, we'll try to play with the rough bump. But still, great chance to get this one in. Didn't quite make it, but boy, oh boy, we come close. Good luck, everybody, in the 4th anniversary tournament. Thank you so much for tuning in to my rookie walkthrough video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for subscribing to Erelic Gaming so that you don't miss out on any of my future content. Take care, and thanks for watching.